It's easy to gain fat when you eat foods that are greasy, high in sugar, or loaded with empty calories. On the other hand, it's hard to not lose fat if you use certain foods that are very filling, high in protein, and low in calories. In this video, we will be revealing the top 10 foods that'll never make you fat regardless of the amount that you eat. These foods will naturally reduce hunger, they'll help you burn fat, and they'll open up plenty of space in your diet for cheat meals. In addition, we will be breaking some secret scientific facts that you had never heard about yet. And we will be giving away a special gift, so you better watch this video till the end. And before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to this amazing channel so you won't miss any of our future videos and bonuses. So, let's get started. Number 10. Nuts. There are several possible explanations for why eating nuts doesn't seem to lead to weight gain. We see a similar pattern in clinical studies that asked people to include nuts in their diets and then looked at the effects on body weight. A review of more than 30 studies examined the effects of eating nuts on body weight. It did not find people who ate it had increased their body weight, body mass index, or waist circumference, compared to a control group of people who did not eat it. In fact, one study found that when people ate a pattern of food aimed at weight loss, the group of people who ate nuts lost more body fat than those who didn't eat nuts. And, let's nut this out. The first fact is that, we don't absorb all of the fat in nuts. According to a study published by PubMed blog, the fat in nuts is stored in the nut's cell walls, which don't easily break down during digestion. As a result, when we eat nuts, we don't absorb all of the fat. Some of the fat instead are passed out in our feces. The number of calories we absorb from eating nuts might be between 5% and 30%. In addition, nuts increase the number of calories we burn. Not only do we not absorb all the calories in nuts, but eating these dry seeds may also increase the amount of energy and fat we burn. And because of the fact that nuts are rich in protein and fiber, they will help us feel full for longer, meaning, we're likely to eat less at later meals. Recent studies have also suggested providing people with nuts helps improve the overall quality of the types of foods they eat. This may be because nuts replace junk foods as snacks. Overall, the evidence suggests nuts are a healthy snack that can provide us with many of the nutrients our bodies need, without worrying about the effect they will have on our waistlines. And for the 9th food on the list, we have celery. Foods like celery contain fewer calories than it takes the body to digest them, hence, negative calorie foods. Foods that contain few calories, such as celery and other non-starchy vegetables, provide a small number of calories but still require energy to digest. That means it is theoretically possible to have a negative calorie food, but there are no reputable scientific studies to prove that certain foods have this effect. According to celebrity chef Rocco DiSpirito in his book, The Negative Calorie Diet, negative calorie foods can help your body burn fat and lose weight. They can boost the rate at which your body burns calories, both temporarily and in the long run. And they can help you feel full after you eat them, so you actually eat less food overall. So, celery is probably the most notorious negative calorie food, and it could take more energy to digest than you're actually getting from the veggie, which is where its reputation as a negative or zero-calorie food comes from. And another vegetable that is almost impossible to gain fat from, we have bell peppers. Bell peppers are great for weight loss. They can fill out any dish without adding calories, and have a small amount of fat-burning capsaicin in them. Studies have found that capsaicin can increase your metabolism, which increases the rate at which you use energy and burn fat stores. It can also lower your appetite, which may help you eat less than you normally would. In addition, vitamin C is a fantastic compound for fighting belly fat, and according to a study published by the American Society for Horticultural Science, they found that 1 cup of bell peppers will give you up to 125% of the U.S. recommended daily allowance of vitamin C. So, peppers, no matter which color you choose, are low in calories, contain the metabolism-boosting compound capsaicin, and their high vitamin C content. And this makes bell peppers one of those vegetables that will never make you fat. Number 7. Spinach. One of the lowest calorie vegetables is spinach. 1 cup of spinach contains only 7 calories. According to nutrition expert Dr. Agarwal, spinach is very rich in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Plus, spinach leaves are packed with very high fiber content and also low in fat. Thus it helps in maintaining optimal calorie control. This fiber and calorie count also keeps you feeling full for a longer amount of time. It is also a natural source of thylakoids, which is a chlorophyll-bearing plant ingredient that is known to suppress hunger by impacting the leptin hormone. And according to many scientific studies, the leptin hormone is the hormone that signals the body to stop eating, also known as the satiety hormone. And a single serving of thylakoid, especially when consumed for breakfast, can significantly impact your overall appetite for the day. Spinach also provides you with important nutrients like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin A, and that's why if you enjoy eating salads, I recommend replacing the lettuce with spinach since spinach contains significantly more nutrients than lettuce. So, are you a lettuce fan? Tell us in the comments below. And for number 6 of the top 10 foods that will never make you fat, we have purple cabbage. Red cabbage is nutrient-rich that's related to cauliflower and kale. It's sometimes called purple cabbage since its leaves are a dark purple-reddish color. Like other cruciferous vegetables, red cabbage contains various nutrients that your body needs. According to research published by WebMD, red cabbage is very low in calories and has high water content. In addition, it is a good source of dietary fiber and other nutrients such as antioxidants. And these factors help you feel full without consuming too many calories, making red cabbage a healthy addition to your diet. In addition, red cabbage can provide other health benefits like bone health. Since this vegetable contains a variety of nutrients that are important for bone health, while most people know that vitamin D and calcium are critical to bones, other nutrients essential to your bones include vitamin K and magnesium. Unfortunately, people who eat a typical American diet may not get the amount of these nutrients that they need. Red cabbage is a good source of vitamin K, and provides small amounts of calcium, magnesium, and zinc, which can help build and maintain healthy bones. In addition, red cabbage contains anthocyanins. And the anthocyanins in this red vegetable may benefit your heart. Also, diets high in anthocyanins, like those found in red cabbage, are linked with lower blood pressure. They're also linked to a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. So, red cabbage is an amazing food with a variety of benefits, and adding it to your diet won't affect your weight at all. Numbers 5 to 1 of the top amazing foods that will never make you fat are coming up. But it's time to let you in on a world of knowledge about simple and easy ways to burn fat. Clicking the link in the description below will give you access to an amazing free gift from the Weight Loss Smarts program. Discover the most delicious recipes that quickly burn fat with the new book, Favorite Dessert. All you gotta do is click the link in the description below. And now, let's continue with the next secret foods that will never make you fat. And the number 5 on the list we have kale. Kale is a popular vegetable and a member of the cabbage family. It is a cruciferous vegetable like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts. Kale is also rich in multivitamins and nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, and vitamin B6. According to a study published by PubMD about the effect of the provision of foods differing in energy density on long-term weight loss, they found that kale has a low energy density, and that's because of its low calorie and high water content. And eating plenty of foods with a low energy density has been shown to aid weight loss. Kale also contains small amounts of protein and fiber. These are two of the most important nutrients when it comes to losing weight. So, as a nutrient-dense, low-calorie food, kale makes an excellent addition to a weight loss diet, and eating a huge amount of it won't lead to weight gain. Another food that's very likely to lead to weight loss is soup. The reason for this is that soup is very filling, likely because it's made up of at least 90% water. And as we said before, foods with low energy density have been shown to aid weight loss. So, due to its high water content, soup is low in energy density, meaning it is lower in calories compared to other foods of the same weight. And choosing low energy dense foods can help you decrease calorie intake, while maintaining satisfaction. Of course, there are different soups with different calorie counts. However, if the majority of your soup is made up of healthy vegetables, in combination with a lean protein source like a chicken veggie soup for example, then it's going to be very filling, and most likely will reduce the number of calories that you end up eating per day. This is why soup is one of the favorite things to eat before starting the rest of your meal. The high water content, plus the veggies, plus the protein is really going to fill your stomach up, making you naturally want to eat less, once you get to the rest of your meal. And this effect can really be significant if you start a couple of meals, or even just one of your meals with soup. Also, starting with soup after breaking your fast is a great way to calm your hunger before you start eating higher calorie foods. Almost any broth-based soup recipe that's low in carbs will be great. You just want to look out for cream-based soups because they have a lot more calories. And coming to the third food on our list, we have pickles. Pickles are basically cucumbers that have been fermented in brine. Including pickles in your diet as a healthy snack can help you shed pounds, thanks to their low calorie count. A cup of dill pickles, regular or low sodium, has just 17 calories. So, as long as you get pickles with no sugar added, they should contain almost 0 calories. There's also evidence that pickle juice can help reduce your appetite by stabilizing your blood sugar. However, pickles have one major drawback, which is their sodium content. And sodium doesn't actually prevent you from losing fat, but it can make it harder to notice weight loss in your regular weigh-ins. That's because sodium makes your body retain water, so you might gain a few pounds from the added water weight. In addition, pickles are high in salt, but due to their low calorie content, you simply can't eat enough pickles to actually gain body fat. Another interesting food that almost nobody knows about, and can help you actually lose fat while enjoying eating it, is wild-caught salmon. One of the greatest foods that will never make you fat, is wild-caught salmon. And it's important that you're specifically looking for wild-caught, rather than farm-raised. This is because many scientific studies confirm that farm-raised salmon contains significantly more fat than wild-caught salmon, and this fat is made up of a higher ratio of omega-6s, which most people already get too much of in their diet. When looking at wild-caught salmon, and farm-raised salmon side by side, you can immediately tell the difference in the number of calories and fat. The farm-raised salmon will have much thicker white lines, which are actually streaks of fat. So, wild-caught salmon is great because it's very high in protein, very filling, and has half the fat content than farm-raised salmon has. But you should not eat excessive amounts of salmon, and that's because a new study hints that eating too much or the wrong kind of salmon can also boost mercury levels. So, the dietary guidelines for Americans advise us to eat 8 ounces of seafood a week, and 12 ounces a week for women who are pregnant. And before we reveal the number 1 food that'll never make you fat, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, to be the first to watch more stuff just like this. We are releasing new content each week. Plus, don't forget to click the link in the description below to grab your free gift favorite desserts, the most delicious recipes that quickly burn fat. And now on to the number 1 food on this list of the top 10 foods that will never make you fat. The first food that's almost impossible to gain fat from is eggs. And the reason why I say almost impossible is that if you eat too much of almost any food you can of course gain body fat, but eggs are going to be very difficult to overeat. This is because eggs are very high in protein, and the protein from eggs is not only very filling, but digesting protein will ramp up your metabolism. Thanks to something known as the thermic effect of foods, you don't fully absorb all the calories from the eggs, because a large portion is burned off during the digestion process. According to Food Data Central, one large egg contains only about 74 calories, yet it's very high in nutrients. Egg yolks are especially nutritious. So, regular eggs, even if you eat them with the yolks, are very unlikely to lead to faking. Of course, if you make an omelet and add some whole milk with some sugar, and then some cheese, then it's a completely different story. But eggs themselves are one of the greatest protein sources that you can use to fill your stomach up, build muscle, and burn fat without much effort at all. Well, that's our list for this video. So, did you find this video helpful? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with our other weight loss and nutrition videos.